Hello everyone, this is Shahbaz Khan from Delhi Technological University, India. I'm here to present my research paper which is entitled as Anomalous Object Tracking in Distributed Camera Network. This has been co-authored by my mentor, by my supervisor, Dr. Indu Sridevi ma'am from Delhi Technological University, India. Let's begin with the paper. Basically, my paper deals with a novel framework of real-time tracking of an object on multiple objects in a distributed camera network. Such type of network system are basically found in crowded place, in public places like malls, and in public places like when we have gathering of people on any festivals like that. So we have introduced a novel framework for tracking of an anomaly behaving object in all the cameras present over there. This is just a step for a smart city, a step for the generation of a smart city. So let's begin. Basically, what is the problem statement for our research project? Why did we perform this particular experiment only? So to begin with, basically, we have when we see an object tracking algorithms, we basically find that it is being started by with the help of user, or they need user interventions. So basically the first problem for our research paper was to make it self-initializing, to make it autonomous in all the complete senses. Second thing was multiple object tracking. When we are talking about a crowded place, when we are talking about a place where number of objects or number of people are very high, very large, so then it is a challenging task to keep on tracking all the objects in all the cameras present over there. So these are the two basically most important problem statement for our. Now we will come to this algorithm that is being displayed on your screen. What we have done basically, when we are tracking an object, to get it self-initialized, to get it initialized, what we need to do, we cannot start tracking of each and every object present over there, because number of objects are very high and we have number of cameras, so it will be much time consuming and it will not be a fruitful thing to do. What we did, we tried to extract an anomaly behaving object. We tried to lessen the numbers of object to be tracked. So for that we implemented an anomaly behaving object detection algorithm. So this algorithm goes like this: we have normal behaving objects, we have anomaly object also present in each frame of camera. Then what did we do? We first calculated the distance of counterpoints from the centroid, then we calculated its coefficient and followed by its feature extraction, and then using SVM classifier we classified it as a normal or abnormal behaving object. So in the next slide we find that what basically my anomaly behaving detection algorithm is. So see, for a particular frame, the anomaly behavior could be different. The paper which I am talking about, we have consider running, bending and picking as the three activities which are anomaly, which are considered as abnormal activities in our general public places. So what we did, we implemented our algorithm for anomaly behavior, which was based upon PCA and SVM classifier, and the features needed for the SVM classifier was set as per the activities of running, bending and picking. So this is all our anomaly detection algorithm. Now comes to background subtraction. When we are talking about any computer vision based algorithm, when we are working on a vision project, then basically first and important thing is the image pre-processing that we need to do. So here also we needed image pre-processing. That one of the most important thing that we need to do was background subtraction. Since in a public place or in a place when we are tracking objects, we don't need any tracking of objects like tree or a car, because they have nothing to do with our algorithm. So when we subtracted the background, then we removed all these all these things which had no relation with our algorithm, which had nothing to play with our algorithm and our testing algorithms. Next slide is our object tracking. Um, so till now what we have done, we have subtracted our background, we have only foreground left with us. We applied anomaly behaving algorithm, detection algorithm, when now we have only those objects which are behaving anomaly, which had behaved anomaly. It need not to be that they should behave anomaly all on the frame. Once they have behaved anomaly, then they are anomaly behavior behaving objects. Now their tracking will be started. So for tracking purpose, we used discriminative correlation filtering, which was followed by channel and spatial reliability scores. In other words, this is also called as CSR DCF tracking algorithm. Why do we implement this algorithm only? Because CSR DCF algorithm is one of the finest tracking algorithm when number of objects are higher and when the number of cameras are also higher. So here this is what our CSR DCF tracking algorithm is, that you can see on your screen. It is basically it is dependent on a spatial reliability map. That's why it can track multiple objects. Next, move to our next slide. This is object handover. Yeah. So till now what we did, our tracking was going well and fine. Our object, our anomaly behaving object was tracked by a particular camera, but at the same time we know that the object is moving. So at a particular instance of time, it will move out of frame of vision for that particular camera. So now that object should be handed over to another camera. Suppose I was having 5 cameras altogether in a place, just a small number I'm taking. There are 5 cameras in a particular place, and an object is being tracked by my camera, say C3. So at a particular time, it comes that object moves out of frame of vision for that camera. So we need to find out to what camera that object has moved in. That particular camera should start tracking of that particular object. Implemented an algorithm for that is called object handover algorithm. What we did, for a particular camera, when it was tracking that particular object, we computed its histogram at the time it was leaving the frame of vision for that particular camera. And after that, just after that particular instance, the other remaining cameras were there, and they also calculated the histogram of the object which entered into their frame of vision. So we calculated the histogram for a sync frame for our camera which was tracking that object, and we also calculated the histogram for a source frame. So now the histogram which was calculated by a sync frame camera was distributed to all other neighboring adjoining cameras, and similarly the histogram which was computed by each camera, they compared with the one they have received, and the histogram with which it matches is the new camera which need to track that particular object. So this is basically our design flow of our whole algorithm. We have incoming video camera signal from all the cameras present over there. Then we applied an anomaly detection algorithm where we detected an anomaly behaving object in any of the cameras present in that particular network. Then as soon as it was detected, we started its tracking using CSR DCF based tracking algorithm, and when that object moves out of the frame of vision for that particular camera, then we have object handover algorithm, which is novel algorithm introduced in this paper. This is how altogether the algorithm is working and the object tracking continues. So what basically is outcome of our project? Why did we perform this? What is the usefulness of this particular paper? First of all, this paper was the experiment that we performed was done using the dataset that we have been collected from Computer Vision Laboratory, which is online available. And on those data, we trained our dataset. The anomaly behaving object detection algorithm has a precision of 86%, and tracking, we use CSR DCF based tracking algorithm, which is one of the finest tracking algorithm for multi-objects tracking, and it has been this thing has been proved in VOT Challenge of 2016. And then we have object handover using histogram method, which is a novel methodology for object handover. Conclusion, this basically our paper is basically useful for a crowded place, for a public place, and it is very useful for a smart city concept. It is useful in order to track any anomaly behaving things, anomaly behaving person, who is behaving abnormally in a crowded place, then this algorithm is useful for its tracking, smoothly tracking in all other cameras present over there, and it is self-initializing, and it is its object handover is also is autonomous in nature. So with this we come to the end of our slides, and I would like to thank first of all my mentor, Dr. Indu ma'am. She is my professor, and she is currently Dean of Student Welfare and at Delhi Technological University. I am equally thankful for all other staffs of EC Department DTU India, and I am thankful for my family, my friends who were always there for me and supported me with their moral support in time of distress, because this project took quite a long time, and they were always there with me and helped me a lot. Thank you everyone.